Go ahead, Darrell.
Not answer or comply with anything I do not understand. I'm not making a voluntary waivery of anything.
Then she says, if I explain it to you, then will you? It's like, I mean, you could try, but I mean, trust me, Your Honor, it's going to be pointless. Aimless venture, one might say. I can't be learnt. Just know this, when I laugh, it's not at you, it's just at you, okay? He looks mad. What's wrong, Darrell? Tell me. I won't laugh, I promise. I promise to try not to laugh. Here we go.
Prior to the, I understand your objections noted. If you would like to go back to the other courtroom, sir, you may, but that is a choice that you would be making. I am not requiring you. I'm not forcing you at this time.
So you're not holding me in contempt?
Sir, I am not requiring you or forcing you to go into the other courtroom. It is a new part of the day. I thought it appropriate to have you brought here.
Why?
And only if you forfeit your right by conduct will I put you back in the other room.
So you going to address subject matter jurisdiction for the record, or are you going to state it on the record?
I'm declining to address that on the record for the reasons previously provided to you, not the least of which is I have addressed that by way of a written decision.
And it hasn't been proven for the record. You
Your
have to
objection
state it
is
on the
noted.
record. Can I go back in the other courtroom? Because I'm not going to do this with you. I'm not.
Oh, Darrell, don't be like
Of course,
that.
I do want to go over
We don't
the
have.
jury instructions.
I don't
Oh,
understand the
verdicts.
jury instructions. I don't understand anything that's in these proceedings, and I'm not going to participate in something that I don't understand.
you ain't gonna participate?
That's your choice, sir.
You gotta
Now, please go
participate.
back into the other courtroom.
You can, based upon your choice and your request, I'll make a finding that he's forfeiting his right to be present in this
I didn't forfeit
courtroom.
anything. I asked.
I understand you've
So I
asked,
didn't-
but
I
I
didn't
feel it's
forfeit
important to
anything.
also make a finding based upon your conduct.
He's so cranky.
Based upon what kind of me asking?
Are you willing to expressly waive that right on the record right now?
I'm not gonna expressively waive anything.
Are you willing to
I'm making
engage in a colloquy regarding your right to be present and
Oh.
a knowing and intelligent and voluntary waiver of that right?
I am not going to consent to anything that I don't understand, and I will not answer any questions that I don't understand. Again, as I've stated numerous times now for the record,
Uh-huh. Go ahead,
I will
Darrell.
not answer or comply with anything I do not understand. I'm not making a voluntary waivery of anything.
Are you willing to be, let me rephrase that.
This is the Stonewall, y'all, just in case you didn't realize what was happening here. Darrell's trying to stonewall the court. This is the part where he got it in his head that he could just, if I don't do anything, if I refuse to answer questions, if I refuse to ask questions, if I refuse to be here, but I also refuse to waive my right to be here, everything stops. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. They have no power over me. This is where he got that idea in his head. He was wrong, of course. Duh. But that's where he got it. That's where he was going with that, just in case you didn't notice. Rushdie.
If I have you stay in this courtroom, are you willing to follow the rules of decorum and courtesy?
That's a
I
negative.
do not understand the question you are asking.
Are you willing to not interrupt the
Anita.
proceedings with disruptive behavior?
Thank
I
you.
do not understand the questions that you are asking.
Well, given that he won't answer the questions directly, for now he is to remain in this courtroom.
I'm requesting to not be in this courtroom.
But you won't answer my questions regarding that, sir.
I did. I told you I don't understand.
That's not answering the question, sir.
You asked me a question, I answered it. I don't understand. How can I answer something that I do not understand, Your Honor?
That's hilarious because then she says, if I explain it to you, then will you do it? Be like, no. if I explain it to you, then will you? No, still not gonna understand. Well, it's good. At least he knows how dumb he is. Like, you know, it's like, I mean, you could try, but I mean, trust me, Your Honor, it's gonna be pointless. Aimless venture, one might say. I can't be learnt. I am stupid. I can't be learnt. Just tell her that, Darrell. Tell her so she may understand.
All right, let me
The
start
challenges.
with the jury instruction.
You'll
There
start
is
with,
one I would
start
like
with subject
to.
matter jurisdiction?
No, I've declined that already, sir. I'm not going to address
Under
that
what
further.
law? Under what lawful law?
Sir, please do not interrupt me again with the topic of subject matter jurisdiction, or you run the risk of forfeiting your right to be present in this courtroom.
Then let me go in the other courtroom then.
Are you willing to engage in a discussion about that, sir? I need to make an appropriate record.
I just told you that I don't understand the questions you're asking. What do you want me to do?
Go in the other courtroom and shut the
I
hell
can't
up.
answer something I don't understand.
That's what I suggest.
I believe you're choosing not to.
Hey,
be.
Krista.
You can believe what you want to believe. I believe that you hiding stuff from the jury. I believe you want you haven't been impartial or fair. You haven't let me even enter anything into evidence, which is my right to do so. But it doesn't matter what we believe, Your Honor. I'm merely stating a
Ain't no point in trying to explain it to me. I can't be learned.
request
Request.
to not be present for these proceedings. I cannot answer the
Sir,
questions you are asking me because I don't understand them.
Because
You
I can't
understand
be
your
learned.
right to be present in the courtroom. Are you telling me you
I don't understand
that right?
anything. Nope. I don't understand. Nope.
He's being, look at him.
Then you're gonna stay here for now.
And under what lawful law? You can't force me.
This fucker just said nope. There is no time in court where it's appropriate to use the word nope. Like, that's just not, like, that's just no. Just no. Nope. He is literally at 100%. He's reverted to his full-on stubborn, childish self, except for he can't do the ragey part that he probably does in real life, like out in the real world, in the free land, you know what I'm saying? He can't, like, that's where he would knock things over, break things, you know, threaten people, shake his little fingers in your face, you know? He can't do any of that, so it's just this part. It's just a verbal part. But this is probably what it looked like, people dealing with him in the world, like in the free world. This is the Darrell. This is probably the most authentic Darrell. But except for, you know, like bucking his eyes a little bit more and being like probably breaking shit. He probably loved to break stuff. He loved to kick holes in walls and doors and stuff. He's that guy.
To stay somewhere that I'm making a request not to.
Hey, Darren.
You can't make me understand. You can't force me to understand what I don't understand. You can't force that.
I need to address one of the jury instructions, number 315.
So, Your Honor, I'm trying to make a request to not be present in these matters.
He's such a dick. And as soon as she starts talking, Your Honor, how you just gonna interrupt her in the middle of her fucking talking and just say, Your Honor, and bring up a whole nother topic? Like, it ain't like you trying to clarify what she's saying right now or correct something she said that's incorrect. Just go interrupt her to just bring up some whole other thing.
Without disrupting the courtroom as you say that I do, and over talking you as you state that I do. I'm making a request merely to not be present for these proceedings. Obviously, I'm not needed because every decision that's been made here today has been made without my consent. That's clearly
That's how you know it's a good decision.
telling me that I'm not needed. I have never consented to anything that's going on here today. I haven't even been allowed to present any evidence.
What? Not the evidence.
Which is something that I stated weeks ago.
Oh.
Weeks.
That's messed up. Weeks.
You already knew, Your Honor, that I wanted
on.
things to present into evidence. I've asked numerous times for that and have been denied. And I don't understand why.
What were the things that you wanted to present into the evidence, Darrell? Just pull it out of your pocket. What were the things? Was it like those pictures that you lied about? Was it those? You tried to get those in. That was a lie, though. And so they didn't make it. They had evidence to the contrary. Where you actually got those from. What they should have did was dragged your mother in here, put some shackles on her ankles and sit her right next to you. That's what should have happened. And watch how quickly she tell on you. You know how we know that Dawn would rat you out, Darrell? Because she done it before. That's why. She called the police on you. Either before or after she called the Uber. Ain't that something? Darrell, you had no support. Where was your support at? You had no support system. Because you was a douche your whole life. That's why.
Why I'm not being able to adequately defend myself.
You're In your words, you're not being allowed to adequately defend yourself based upon your conduct in this courtroom and throughout these proceedings, and your unwillingness to follow the simple rules of decorum, courtesy,
He ain't gonna follow those, honey.
procedure, rules of evidence. You refused to answer a variety of questions this morning when this court went through the or attempted to go through the colloquy with you regarding your right to testify and your right not to testify. And because of that, and based on I made a finding that you forfeited your right to present further testimony and evidence through other witnesses, and then you forfeited your right to testify in your behalf. I'm not going to revisit those, sir.
I'm not asking you to revisit them, but I'm just
Y'all are terrible.
They weren't correct.
I understand you will
Because
disagree
I
with
never
that.
consented to it, and I never answered something.
I understand
And
you
I
did
just
not
stated the
consent.
reason why I didn't answer, because I don't understand. You cannot force me to understand what you're asking me.
Sir, I could not even get through the advisement. You wouldn't even listen. You talked over me repeatedly.
Was that from the other courtroom or in here?
Hey, Ginger
Because I've been
Snap.
over there all morning.
To the place that you are requesting to go back to, right?
You sent me into the other courtroom.
You're right, I did.
Right. So I've been over there all morning.
Yeah, and now you're asking to go back, stupid. Look at him. He's really sitting up like he's... Look at it. Look at his face, y'all. Look at his... he is really playing his part. Like he is really trying to make some type of progress or get something done here, you know? Like, so you want to go over to the other room. Well, you sent me to the other room. You're like, yeah, but right now you want to go. But you're the one who sent me there. Okay, can we proceed? I would like to be removed, please. He is really trying to stall this. He was trying to steal. This was an attempt to steal this day. He was trying to steal the rest of this day. He's like, what y'all ain't gonna do is make progress on this, okay? That's what y'all ain't gonna do. Like y'all trying to rush me to my judgment. Stop trying to rush me to my judgment. I'm not ready for my judgment yet. I'm not ready.
With an adequate audio and visual system
I mean,
connecting the two courtrooms.
Your
Functional equivalent
to
of being
your
present in
equivalent
this
to
courtroom.
your equivalent is adequate, but to mine it's not. Seeing as how you always state Illinois versus Allen. You always state that. You
Yup.
always state that. But it never refers to a fourth option that you refer to. It never
Mr.
refers
Brooks, I'm not
to
going to
that.
debate this with you if you continue to bring up.
It don't even make any sense what you're saying because you're sitting in here saying that you want to go into the other room. So clearly you think it's just fine. At this point, you the one that told me to put you in the other room. So how about that? How about we just blame the whole thing on you? And all of us in the courtroom and all the cameras and all the audience and all the world all agreed to lie on you, Darrell, because we hate you. In solidarity. We hate you in solidarity. Justice don't even apply to you. So honestly, the fact that you still breathing is just like a miracle. Like no one okayed it. No one okayed you still breathing. No one consented to that, Darrell. Okay? We all in fact voted against it. And yet, here you are, breathing.
Subject matter jurisdiction, Illinois
I didn't
versus
bring up
Allen,
subject
the
matter
decisions that I
jurisdiction.
made earlier.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm
then
being
you
held in
are
contempt.
frustrating the purposes of this hearing
I'm trying to
right
figure out
now,
why I'm being held
which
in
is to
contempt.
finalize the
And
jury
then when
instruction and the verdict.
That was a fucking lie. You interrupted her to ask her if she was going to address the subject matter jurisdiction. You fucking liar. He's such a liar. He's such a liar.
Forms.
Your Honor, I'm merely trying to understand
I'm
why
merely
when
trying to
you hold me in contempt.
I never held.
No, you're not trying to understand because she said if she explained it to you, then would you understand? And you said nope. N-O-P-E is what you said. Nope, still not gonna understand it. I use my psychic abilities and I already saw it coming and I'm still not gonna understand it.
Held you in contempt, sir.
You attempted to.
Nope.
You've never attempted to hold me in contempt.
No, sir. I'm not going to revisit
Oh
all
my
of these
gosh.
issues.
When I asked you where you hold
Are
me in
you
contempt,
going
you
to
said civil.
respect the decisions that I've made
They're
by
not
not interrupting
they're
me?
not correct decisions, Your Honor.
I understand that.
I can't answer. You asked me questions.
Hey Daryl, Samantha sent me. She sensed that you could use some assistance. So here I am. I'm here. I'm gonna rest here in your tiny hand like so. I'm gonna just sit here. You know what I'm saying? What's that smell? Darrell, your hands smell funny. Okay, I'm gonna sit on your shoulder. Your armpits stink, but not as much as your hands, which is concerning. Hey, Darrell, what is the plan today? What are we gonna do? You know, right after we change this wardrobe decision that we made. Like, what is going on with this here shirt? Are we orange or are we yellow today? I'm getting a hint of both. You know what I'm saying? Are you holding your breastises? What is happening? Why are you holding your hands like this? You're doing everything wrong today, Darrell. You're doing everything wrong. But you were right. You know, I mean, they can say whatever they want about you, Darrell. They can say whatever they want, Darrell. But I'm going to tell you, you were right today. You were right. You were standing on truth. You can't be learnt. You can't be learnt. You tell them. You tell them. Say, I can't be learnt. I'm stupid. And I can't be learnt. And you can't make me. You can't make me be learnt. High five, Darrell. High five. Oh, so you got your paperback Bible here. Did you learn anything today? No? Oh, I see. Oh, look. I see your pen. Are you supposed to be using a pen as a bookmarker in a paperback Bible? Is that a thing? I guess it is for you. Okay. You're doing a great job, Darrell. Just know this. When I laugh, it's not at you. It's just at you, okay?